Hey candidates, it's Chris Anderson. I'm the founder of Home Details. In this video, we're going to go over a quick overview of what could become your accounting project. So with accounting, we can kind of go a few different routes in this case. One's the more traditional accounting, bookkeeping, tax planning route, and the second one, hopefully both, being more of a dashboard, executive level view of how the business is doing, the financials accordingly, so that we can make decisions that are appropriate. So when it comes to the accounting project, really the first goal here is to finish bookkeeping for tax season. So that's going to entail bookkeeping at the end of the day so that we can submit a CPA, some income statement, and they can finalize the taxes accordingly. Associated with that could be some component of tax planning, but also at the end of the day, probably a more meaningful thing for the business, besides making sure that our taxes are done on a given year, is creating some form of common size chart. That's what I'm really alluding to by that is like some dashboard that, from an executive perspective, gives us as real time a view on a weekly or monthly basis, maybe daily at some point, to see, okay, this much revenue, this many expenses, categorized from an executive perspective. How can we take those numbers and make appropriate decisions? So there's lots of different things we can explore here when it comes to numbers.